Snails.
Greetings and
Ew.
salutations.
Hello.
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 The next episode of Bound and Broken, Stained Glass, episode 4.
Yippee.
Quattro.
Yeah.
Damn, brother. He's got the left one. Or it's Venom eating escargot, one or the other.
Escargot is snails.
Yeah.
Or, as they're called
love
in French, escargot.
Ohana means family.
Ohana.
Keikaku means...
Ohana means Haida Vitska.
No.
Toronto.
No. Alright.
Oh, the misery.
It got your chat muted. Only.
Listen, calling someone son of a bitch in German, getting me chat muted when I haven't been chat muted for like 10 years.
So iconic.
Impressive. Listen, I was flaming him. He deserved it, and then he started talking German, so I had to reciprocate in kind.
And then you got shot immediately.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Who wants to Who wants to do the recap?
I can do it this week. Arriving back in the City of Glass after an extended sidestep into the Cornelian Circle, our group of fate-torn miscreants spend time in the City of Glass before embarking on what could be their final journey, as they pursue a reminder of the past, one that, even still, threatens to tear the unstable continent of Corvanus into pieces. Simon receives enough poppy to subdue a small flight of dragons, and gives coy answers to the courier, Anthony, wondering who this adoptive child of Lander is, unsure of what to make of the newcomer, if he'll be a threat towards the plans of the Dons of Flanderton, who intend to wait out Lander, unaware of the fact that he's an actual dragon, to seize his domain for themselves. Simon, in his charismatic charm, tries to stress that his presence in Lander's company is of no threat to the Dons, and that Lander is not planning any eastward expansions. Satisfied, Anthony disembarks and urges that Simon meets with the Dons, if he's ever in the area. Meanwhile, Elsie goes to meet with the leader of the Right People, and discovers, to her horror, that the leader is no one other than Simon Waller. Beginning to despair, knowing that she's going to have to deal with Simon in more ways than just casually indulging in debauchery, and making sure that Simon doesn't fall dick first in a trap, settles down and tries to speak of business, reminiscing of old scars, giving him warning, and drinking wine casually. Soon the topic turns to their discussion of their working relationship, the past behind and the future ahead. And as it seems that whatever imagined heat Simon feels between them begins to evaporate, in a single, precise, almost rehearsed movement, Elsie pulls Simon close in from afar, and while making it clear that this is just for relief more than romantic intention, pulls him in for a kiss. And in the distance, as Fane, Wilhelm, Mazekeen, and Caspian meet with the archer Leto, the soppy handshake begins to rock back and forth, and the carpet of the soppy handshake gets a little bit more stickier than normal.
Ew.
Speaking of their... Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. I'm kind of proud of myself of that. Meeting with their Anvanti ally, who's noticeably unhinged after an encounter with the Orange Remnant, they speak of the encounter with of Marlowe and co. of the city of Arcadum, and of their intent to enforce a treaty between everyone, mainly between anyone who's within reason, including some of the more agreeable members of the Epharian Church, and of the discoveries of the Archer has made concerning the anomalies that have echoes of the dream, and of the pattern of disappearance and scarring that has followed his predecessors. The path is somewhat more defined and even more awash in doubt, but now it's a little bit clearer. Instructed to keep watch, Colossus does so, while Fane does nerd shit with scrolls. Maze keeps it company, not intent on reading. Wilhelm is given the task to distribute consumables and potions among the party, almost getting scarred for life in the process, and Caspian finishes his research into the Anvanti language, with a brief prayer and a communion to Woad, receiving a vision of the prismatic colours and of mountains for some reason. Soon after, Fane meets with William Solace, who gives him a task to meet with Mazekeen as an envoy for the Rustern Rebellion. Simon goes to do his job as the leader of the right people, and source supplies for Elsie, who in turn researches the Kantaras with Simon, the base progression of chords for Anvanti hymns and music, and the correct protocols and courtesies of the Corvanian courts of old, in preparation for the meeting with the Anvanti guest, the Barrow King, not guest. Departing from the City of Glass, the six of us and our two hires arrive somewhere unfamiliar, where the howling winds fill the air. Caspian feels an emanation of power from within. And that's where we resume, with Caspian entering.
Inspiration for you.
Thank you.
All right, Caspian. As you open the door, you will feel the same wash of reassuring fear etch around you. The emanation of whatever is inside is potent, even if it is contained in a small building. As you enter, you can see a small wooden staircase leading down into a sunken dugout floor. The dugout of this cabin giving it a deeper entrench and a warmer interior. You can see on the wall old faded nails where once tools and clothing were hung. Now they protrude, almost like bony fingers reaching out to snag your clothing. Ahead, the steps descend downward into a room that from this distance you can't quite see that much detail of. What would you like to do? Continue?
Sort of pause at the threshold for a moment before looking back and speaking. Well, whatever's inside is important, but I feel this is the way to go. We'll continue downward.
The game is paused for me. Thank you.
Illusion.
Emilia and Zazanti will stand outside, post guard, as there's not really a lot of room in this tiny cabin. Alright, when you get to about this point, you see inside that the cabin is old, decrepit, abandoned. Torn carpets, rusted tools, and broken furniture fill the small space of the room. The walls and ceiling appear to be strong still, holding back the biting cold. But even so, with no fire within the hearth, the cabin is cold. But there is one thing Caspian sees. A pile of clothing upon a stool, leaning against a table. As Caspian's eyes focus on this pile of clothing, he will notice that it moves slightly. And then it stands impossibly tall. Stretched, the antlers of its head scraping across the ceiling. Its massive form, once contained into a small pile of rags, now fills the entirety of the room.
Careful.
And as it fills itself outward, slowly its form becomes clear. It leans forward, unable to stand at full height, the confines of this small chamber. Your party will see this.
Yep.
Mm.
As expected.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, by the sheer appearance of it is Wendigo. I'm uncertain what it is doing here, but there's a Wendigo.
Oh, what?
There.
The creature
Feels
speaks in a voice that sounds like distant screaming and fearful whispers. Its voice resonates with a clear thrum of power. As it speaks, all present cannot understand it, save for Caspian. And it will say, "Who comes to my door uninvited?"
So, Caspian sort of pauses at that, but will speak. The traveler, guided by the dream, seeking what lies beyond the veil of this place. I come with questions, not malice, and I step cautiously in your domain.
Step within the den. Great. I sense no fear from. Sense the elation of instead. Or a servant of Father Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Then you are welcome. Its form starts to get a little smaller. Only a little bit. You have come with questions. Ask them.
Sort of nods. Indeed. Your senses do not deceive you. I do serve Father Fear. I'm uncertain as to exactly why, but his vision he granted me has guided my path. Yet the paths ahead still lies tangled. I saw the vision of, I believe it was this place. I saw the vision of a mountain. I saw a broken church.
They were granted to you by Father Fear?
Yes.
Describe the church within you. Perhaps I can see more.
I saw upon a mountain there with an unnatural chill. The steps leading up to the broken church the place seemed forgotten. And within the church, I saw flashes of light, a myriad of prismatic color.
I can fear it. Your vision describes. There are vestiges of service, of courage. This land is broken, always the north. There will always be 7. Remnants of their presence yet still linger. Yes. You should seek them. Could show you. Father Fear's Eden bands that in exchange for your transportation, I would ask a simple favor. There are places I cannot venture. To perform my duties, ensure the safety need. Mortal land. Task is simple. But first, tell me, what do you truly of the druids of this land?
The question is, a curious one. The druids here, much like elsewhere, seek to be guardians of life, I suppose. And the nature here, yet their roots are tangled, more than just the soil. They hold knowledge, yes, of the ley lines, and the scars that mar this place, yet their tradition is muddled. I admit that I've not looked as far as I could have into this matter, but I've seen that they lack many things. Perhaps it is misfortune that has befallen them. Perhaps it is ignorance, I do not know.
A few short lifetimes ago, west in the eastward war, Church of the area against the Druids. Although no true victor has been decided, Druids failed to protect their charges, the great circles. As such, the dream is roiling. Few places it can reach. With the construction of a new circle of dreams, it has invited more my lesser kin to come and feast on the fear and uncertainty in its world. I am duty bound to prevent more of this misfortune. I shall help you explore the church. Exchange, once completed, return to me, and by mortal hands rebuild the circle in this area. I will consider our exchange complete if you do this. But say you servant of Father Fear.
It does sound feasible, yes. It serves to benefit further. The land lacks the circle of dreams, communication for the druids is sparse. You speak of the circle here. Do you mean in this region?
Yes.
Please wait a moment. I will concur with the druid. He will know. Well, he has the capability to help with this, so.
Of course.
Caspian turns. Fane.
I'll make space somewhere.
Yeah, you'll shimmy through. While Caspian has been speaking with the Wendigo, can we understand Caspian's portion of the conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
If I actively read his mind, can I understand both?
You could certainly try to actively read the Wendigo's mind. Would you like to go
No,
in there?
Caspian's.
Oh,
I'm not going in there. That's creepy.
yes. Yeah, that's creepy. He goes in. He goes in there. It's just a bunch of otaku pictures and fucking.
Don't worry about it.
Oh god.
We will turn to Fane. The Wendigo asks, well, offers in exchange for assistance in going to the church that was displayed within the vision. The guide is there. In return, after we are done with our mission there, if we could use our hand to rebuild the circle of dreams here in this region.
Fane sort of thinks a moment. He's trying to look at the Wendigo, but is unnerved. Yes, rebuilding the circles is a necessary step. And this area... did we successfully make it to the east? It is colder than I had expected.
That isn't a good question. He sort of turns to the Wendigo. I suppose I should have asked this earlier. Where exactly are we? We were transported via magic, and we didn't quite understand the destination at the time.
You are in the east, the fallow lands. Barrow King's court is not far from me. It is cold because of my presence.
Yes, that much I assumed. We are in the east, Fane. The court lies not far from here, but their natural chill is in fact the Wendigo. Either way, I do concur that the construction of the circles is necessary.
Yes. It is a burden I will happily shoulder. A task I will gladly do.
Shall be done. Yes, we shall, accept this proposal. The circle should not pose an issue to reconstruct.
Very well. Discuss this church. Come forward, servant. Father. See your mind. Vision. Just duplicate it. Self. For a moment there, I thought Colossus, like Simon just shoved Fane out of the way like a beta male. He just walked in.
God.
He shoulder checks him into the wall.
Said, get the heck out of my way.
I don't know why that image just cracked me up. I will approach the Wendigo. In the background, Colossus shoves Fane. Just randomly. This is mean. As you approach, the Wendigo will offer its arm for you to place your hand upon.
He will do so.
You place your hand upon the Wendigo fur. It is even colder than it was outside. You almost feel like your hand's going to burn from how cold it is. Despite your resilience to fear, and in fact your embracing of it, still, a supernatural, overwhelming fear presses down upon your shoulders and mind as the Wendigo enters it. You feel, though, that despite the invasiveness of the Wendigo, it does not perverse itself or do anything more than it said. You can feel it duplicate the vision and place it within itself. You can feel the presence of the Wendigo leave your mind. You stumble backwards, your hand unburned, but the feeling still lingering. As you see the Wendigo is looking down at the floor as if in thought.
He will sort of, as he steps back, he'll take a moment to collect himself before silently observing the Wendigo.
Say again?
As he steps back, he takes a moment to collect himself and then he just silently observes the Wendigo.
Oh, okay. Observes the wind. It's like, I don't know what that word means that you said.
I don't know what a word means.
I was like,
I don't know
He
what
serves
a word
him.
means.
English.
what does he do to the indigo? Does he kiss him? That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
I can't believe it. It's the love interest. Caspian.
Oh god.
Caspian's type is tall and stick thin. Animal bones.
You have unlocked the hidden secret relationship option. However, you cannot romance Withers, and that makes BG3 a terrible game in my Can't romance Withers? Bullshit game.
Bullshit.
Withers, I love you. This is not the time for that. Like, it's just... fate has foreseen that it shall be. Fucking, I actually really love that character. That's why I want to romance.
He's great.
But I can't. Can't do it. The fucking bear druid does, though. He's like, hey, you want to fuck? And I'm like, no, I just met you. Calm down. Jesus Christ. Anyway. I gotta do my evil playthrough. I have not talked to Bentheria. I always just kill that dumb lady. Anyway, the Wendigo will start to surge with frost and shadow. You can see the energy flowing around it, unproducing of exposure. Just this act alone reveals to you, Caspian, just how potent a Wendigo's might is, that even the concourse of the ley lines may yet be resisted. Okay. Now I have to actually load. Second. Get that map in. God. I'm cold. Cold up here.
Those are the Wendigo.
The Wendigo.
There's a Wendigo in here.
Hey,
It's there.
You got me. That's why it's
You
cold.
called the romance option there, dude.
Maybe. You shouldn't be so good at your job. How about that? Weirdo.
I'm so immersed.
I'm so averse starts to shiver.
Wait, it's actually snowing outside. Oh my god, no!
Well, you're in fucking Finland.
Yeah.
This is your regular fucking shit. This is actually your house. Like, what do you mean?
This is actually your house. Now that's funny.
I've been in a similar place, to be fair. There's a lot in
Um,
Lapland with like sunken in walls into the ground.
You know
Yeah.
what? This is lining up.
There's a staircase hidden somewhere under the table or the rug that leads to an underground sauna. A true Finnish experience.
The sauna is just a hollowed out log outside.
That sounds terrible.
It's a barrel.
The Barrel King.
The Barrel King.
The barrel. That's a curse name right there. The Barrel King.
Yes.
Okay. Wendigo will cease its vision, and it will state, I have located where the church is. I shall provide you transportation, that you may find answers to the questions you seek. You may return to me. He will reach up and he will pull a piece of his antler off. He will hand it towards Caspian.
Woohoo, kinky. He will receive it. Gratefully and speak. Then I accept your guidance and aid. If answers lie within that place, we will uncover them, and we will return to fulfill what must be done. The dream endures, and so will we.
Very well. I have sensed quite the presence in the region around the church. I can smell that there will be peril there. Creatures feeling it. Feeling it.
They rub the church.
They rub the church with their hands
Oh.
covered in oil.
How could this be?
Oh, kiss me. Alright. The Wendigo will also state, there is much peril around it. War of the mortal races. Rage. Stragglers, deserters, and darker forces. I can see. Church. Some may spill upon the path. Let's be prepared to come.
Indeed, we must keep a cautious eye out.
Wendigo will nod. We will. But prepared. Shall be transported. Speak with companions.
He nods, turning, and taking a step this way. Well, that was, essentially, the Wendigo has perceived the vision within my mind and has further looked into the matter. It has located the church, it has looked into the surrounding area. The area is not entirely safe. It is as perilous as any important location would be. But there are answers to be found.
Is this church the site of the anomaly? Are we aware of such things?
It may be.
Looking beyond Caspian towards the Wendigo, what kind of exposure is on it?
The Wendigo contains 15 corrupted exposure.
Eyes flicking down to the antler. Does the antler also contain corrupted exposure?
It does not.
Okay.
Actually, make me a Yeah, you wouldn't even need to check. As you look at the Wendigo, you can sense also the same energy that you sense during Agkana. Control over the exposure. You believe that the Wendigo has a similar ability.
Oh. Noted. Still, we should step outside and inform Mrs. Auntie and Amelia of this development. We are to be traveling with this thing.
It will transport us once we are ready.
Magically again.
I believe so.
Still, they should be aware.
Indeed.
I'll go look for them. Mr. Sazanti, Miss Emilia,
It will turn.
there is you are needed inside. We will probably get teleported.
Get in, Lacey.
They will enter. They will see the Wendigo and collectively make diamonds.
Fuck does make diamonds mean?
Their buttholes will.
I see.
Yeah.
Hyper pressure. I see. I turbo clench. I
Yes,
understand that.
Thank you.
Um.
I hope you find the image very scary for them.
Yeah.
Lightning.
Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very lightning. Galileo. Sorry.
Galileo. Friends. Please.
Once everybody's ready, we may depart.
Sure. I'm ready. How's Frossus feeling, by the way?
That thing is incredibly moist. And ocean.
Oh?
Yes. Careful, Fane, you might drown!
Ooh. It's drenched. I expected dry.
No, it is
So,
soaking wet.
I'll keep
Actually,
Frossus
pretty
close.
based. Yeah, pretty based.
That guy? Damn.
We'll be heading towards a church. Enemies around, perhaps even within. Be on guard.
Frossus' translation. It is a being of balance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually incredibly moist.
Mm-hmm.
But it's on the wet side.
Yeah. Yeah, the corrupted exposure can,
Well, you know.
it's a little slick, it's okay.
I am fear.
A little bit itchy, but on the good side.
Well,
Already gathered.
if you are all ready, he looks at everyone. Seeing them gathered, he will turn back to the Wendigo. I believe we are fine to depart now.
Wendigo will turn its antlered head towards you. And it will then stand up again to its full height, causing it to bend, lean forward. Seeing that you are prepared, you will hear the creature recite, "Ice and shadow, and oil, grant me speed for my toils. Shadows, light, sacred night. Door open in shadow's might." And with that, it will raise its hands. The party will be enveloped in shadow. Zazanti and Amelia will expunge the diamonds from their bodies. They are thrown into fucking shadow.
Oh my god.
I like to think that Amelia, just like an up-and-coming sorceress, you know, really skilled in Silver Salt, gets Omega teleported twice in a row, once by whatever the fuck this thing is. Gotta be a culture shock.
Quite so.
Is this the same Wendigo that visited Fields of Fire?
Yes.
Nice.
I think there is only one of them. Unless I'm stupid. It's
He
the
said there was
Wendigo.
lesser Wendigos around.
Yes.
Yes. But this is the one and only.
This is the Wendigo.
This is the Wendigo.
Reggie.
Oh,
Roro Reggie.
Roro Reggie, somebody's being a little bitch. Reggie, who let you be so ransom?
Fuck's sake.
Oh, before we teleport, can we do the Elsie thing?
True.
So we don't forget.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It might be
Yeah.
mechanically
It means-
relevant, so for
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, which thing? Am I missing something?
The masterwork.
because-
Yeah, you tell.
See if there's any salts that he could procure for the right people, and possibly look around for a master thieves tools for in exchange for me getting the Kantaras and any information I can get around them.
There's combat thieves tools. It allows you to use your thieves tools in combat as an action. Normally, thieves tools take a minute to implement. That's the only thing I can think of.
That would work.
Nice.
It allows you to use it as an
Make a
action
note of
without
that.
having a bunch of special abilities and stuff.
It's good. And were there any other results that he could get for the obituary chain?
Illuminating
just the normal
and
ones?
clotting.
Illuminating, clouding. Free illuminating and one clouding would do me.
Sounds good.
Very nice.
Ultimate inventory then. Excellent.
Okay. Alright, everything you need? You good?
Yep, that's everything.
We go. me know when you're loaded.
I'm loaded.
I'm loaded.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm also loaded.
Okay. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Seems so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still loading in, Cyber? You good to go?
No, I'm good to go.
Good to go? Alright. Here we go. As the shadows fade, you will find yourselves standing amidst a heavy mountainous forest, a taiga, if you will. You know that you are at higher elevation. The wind is harsher, and the cold is fiercer. Ahead, you can see that a path is carved out of the mountain rock and stone by the derision of travelers leading up towards the north. The path is old and snow-covered, faded as if it hasn't been used in quite some time. But you can see the stone cobbles sticking up and out of the snow like a defiant reminder of this place's history. Alrighty. Choose your formation. Okay. Simon,
This is Auntie probably.
Simon, where do you want your there? Okay. What do you want, Amelia, Simon? Okay.
Pointing left formation. Correct.
Pointing left formation. All right.
Transformation.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, party sets forward.
Is there any exposure on this tree?
There is not.
Cool.
Is there any scent that sticks out?
Any what?
Scent? Smell?
There is a heavy smell and scent of pine. It is quite pleasant. That is emanating through this area.
We have Elsie's group stealthus.
Oh. This bit suggests it, actually. Just so now.
Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
5, 6,
28 total.
Yeah. 28.
Yeah, 20. Are people going to be keeping a watch out as we progress, or just trust the path?
I will watch for things that stick out. People, something sitting in wait, anything that isn't supposed to be here,
Yeah.
Thing.
or anything that looks like it doesn't want us to be here.
Okay. To get to about this point, you see a couple of things. First, In the snow, you see what appear to be several corpses frozen by the mountainside. They bear the markings and symbology of the Matherian Church, and some of them bear the markings and symbology of the Brass Baron. A battle took place here.
Is there a check we can make to know how long has it been? Or are they too frozen to determine anything like that?
You can try a nature check or a medicine check.
Sure. Medicine. Nope.
I'm medicine trained, if you pointed it.
No, yeah. He's gonna just walk up to them a little bit, kneel, start looking at them. Be like, oh, I wonder how long has it been?
And sort of steps up beside you, wiping away some of the snow. Takes a look.
Yes, you just needed to look at them from above.
You don't think these soldiers have been dead that long? Possibly a week, maybe a little more than that. And the snow has kept them preserved.
Do they look like they have been searched?
Do you mean viciously looted? Yes.
Yes.
All that remains is broken pieces of their gear.
About a week passed. I am uncertain of the Brass Baron's position so far east. Last we heard anything, it was about Mornhell.
Who knows?
It does sound like he's advancing everywhere he can.
Yeah. All I'm hearing about the Baron is that he has a hand in every pot, playing everywhere.
So, be cautious.
Is there any exposure on these?
No.
Is there any? No. No. Any that would be left on the bodies would have dissipated. Nothing
No.
strong enough to leave them.
No.
No?
Nothing strong enough to leave the mark. There is no exposure upon their bodies.
Well,
Is this we're a bit downwards from the sides, right?
Yeah.
How high up are the walls?
About 100 feet.
Jeez.
You're walking through a carved piece of the mountain pass.
Do I see any arrows or anything that could be shot somewhere in the area?
Oh yeah, there's arrows laying about.
Better not get surprised by something from the edges.
then I suggest
This
we start
screams a
moving.
killing funnel.
The more we stand in place, the better of a target we'll be. Let's keep it moving.
Indeed.
Others.
Very well. Does the party continue?
Yep.
Yep.
Eventually, you leave the rock walls behind. You come out on the other side of the pathway. And there, you see quite the vista. It is revealed that you are on the base of the peak of one of the mountains, King's Rest Mountains, As you look out over it in the distance, you can see the grand and beautiful city of Mornhow.
Indeed, quite a trip we took with teleportation.
You're right about here.
Loading.
Loaded.
Quite a trip indeed. Is the antler given to you some way of getting back?
See you, Medley.
Loaded.
Mm.
Been a long time since we were here.
Bad memories.
Welcome back to the world map, guys.
But the cool travel music's not playing.
So
Thank
we
you.
went, yeah.
The view we have, is it pointing down towards Mount Mornhill and towards the Demon Waste?
So you're kind of like right here on the edge of this mountain going up and around.
Mhm.
Like you're going around it. So
Mhm.
you're on this side looking down at Mornhow. Or
I see.
over at Mornhow, rather.
Is there anything unusual in Mornhow? Like smoke?
Oh yeah, lots of smoke.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's smoke, there's broken pieces of the larger towers and structures. It's definitely war-torn.
Well, seems like they're not having such a good time since we've last been here.
Who would be? Probably might be embroiled in a little bit of chaos now.
We're to seek a church. Is it one of Mytheria or of the Mornhellian religion? Their weapon sacred beliefs, I suppose.
Well, question is good, but with how dilapidated it was and how long it had been left to its own, the vision didn't really provide me with more than an appearance, an outward shell.
Well, where was it placed? Was it on a mountain? On the foot of a
Indeed.
mountain?
I believe we're on the right path.
Well, let's keep going now.
Okay. Party continues to climb.
As we're
Okay.
climbing, Fane will reach into his pack and pull out one of the maps that the Carnelian Circle provided.
Eh.
One that was stated to have the outlines of the ley lines along Corvallis. Does it seem like we are in a hot spot for such a thing?
Absolutely.
Would it just be along the, I suppose, channel of one or converging points?
A channel of one.
A channel of one. Okay. No, tuck it away.
What do you
What is
think?
A map that the Merlot and the Carnelian Circle provided. One that supposedly has the markings of each ley line upon Corvanus. Seems we are walking along a riverbed, so to speak, of one of them.
Hmm.
Let me know when you're loaded.
Loaded.
I'm in.
Loaded.
Do you think it has any significance on the placing of the church?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Place of power, of magic, of tradition.
The one down the well also had connection to a ley line. Maybe they attempted the same here.
Yeah. Also, I don't think the church will be put in their churches in random places. They must have known about the ley line in here.
You don't know
Well,
what kind of
we don't
church it
know.
is.
We don't know for certain who it stands for. Well, rather, it doesn't stand for
Yay!
anyone anymore.
I also look down at Frossus.
I love Frossus.
Yay! Yay!
Is he just jabbing?
He's just jubbing. He's happy to be here.
Well, Frossus likes this place. Still, we should remain in formation. Elsie,
Indeed.
would you like to lead? Good to go this way.
Will do. Before I start, I would take a look. Does the damage to the church look like it's been more done by time or to whoever?
Well,
Or
be
does
clear,
it look like
to
those
be
men
clear,
are destroyed?
you're not up there yet. You're down here.
We don't see.
Oh.
There's still
There's the 100 feet of rock wall you gotta climb up. Also,
does it
the
look like
shovel
there's
Church
is
a
not
appears
that
to be
big.
rocks.
The shovel.
Yeah, I saw it. I was gonna say it when we walked past.
that shovel is 3 of me. Damn.
There be giants within these mountains.
No.
Does it seem like there's a path around the east, or will we have to scale the rock?
You'll have to scale, it would seem. Whatever paths were once there have been claimed by the snow.
Right.
Good thing we
Form
have
pairs
rope.
and make sure you don't. Form pairs and don't let anyone else down, unless they specifically ask for it. I'll take foot and I'll start to make the climb with the climber's kit.
Okay. Oh boy, my favorite. Time to climb.
Oh, bless Elsie has the climber's kit.
Go ahead and roll your climber's kit there, Elsie, and if you can scale that shit.
Advantage with the kit, right? Because I've got it completely done up.
Yeah, if you got everything, it should be advantage.
Or no, sorry. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I don't have the. I have the master, but not set beyond it. Apologies.
Okay.
I don't think there is a
Well,
step there.
29.
Still good.
Alright, you throw your grappling hook. And you start to climb up.
I'll make an anchor point halfway up, just in case anyone feels a wee bit dizzy at the height, and then just proceed to get close to the top and peek over.
Okay. You wiggle to the top, and you can see old stone walls covered with filigrees and etchings depicting that of the holy designs that predate Church of Mytheria. There is also a large caved-in section of the wall on the southern side, one that you can see as you look to the right. You don't see anybody else or anything else in the area.
I'll look down and wave him up and get up
Alright.
top.
Santi, Amelia, it's your time.
Okay. I'm playing Space Invaders.
God damn it. Oh boy. Here goes the halfling. Is there a check I need to roll or just climb?
Well, can you make a DC 5 without rolling?
Yes.
Then you
No,
don't.
no, no.
Ooh,
No DC 5 without rolling.
looks
no,
like you're
no,
rolling
no.
then.
Ooh.
God
Is
damn
it athletics or acrobatics?
It is athletics to climb.
Oh god!
Oh boy.
Yeah, okay.
Looks at camera. Uh-oh.
Hey, look at my 4 strength.
Look at my...
Oh my god! I can't
my
climb!
Caspian starts to climb, but the rope is all slippery from the clammy, sweat-soaked hands of the halfling, and he falls
Fucking halfling.
right in front of Simon, his butt in the air.
Face down, ass up.
Fucking
Fane
halfling.
sweats.
What?
Let's try it again.
At the fucking rope.
Okay, well, okay, but you said that right.
Not. Yeah, I know. I realize. Hey,
Yes.
I didn't realize Caspian had
let's
so
try that again.
much cake.
Perhaps you should have sticky wand. Oh.
Perhaps you
Never
have
mind.
stick of.
I think Mazekeen made it. Do you stay as a dog?
Yeah,
You climb as a dog?
absolutely.
Okay. Just for that, you're a dog, but you have person fingers.
What?
Oh
You got
no.
roast thumbs.
Oh
Ooh,
no.
I would assume it's
my
easier to climb with these because
Hey.
it's are longer.
You know the
Oh no, Fane is climbing.
you know the what's that meme of the deer that takes off the hooves and he's got fingers underneath?
Oh, and
Yeah.
from Adventure Time? Yeah.
Is that what that's
God.
from? I don't know things.
Yeah, it's from Adventure Time, yeah.
That's you okay?
Yeah, I'm
She's just
facing
thinking.
with my back towards the wall, as it does say. That's the entrance to this place looks to be on my left, and gestures to the left.
Oh,
Good
yes,
luck.
thank you. Thank you.
Powerful.
Powerful.
Oh,
Well, if the
is
entrance
there-
is left, then we go left.
Looking at the church, is there any obvious exposure around it?
No. Not that you can see.
Any scent?
Nothing except your companions. And I guess did you just go
Specifically Zozanti.
Yeah.
Yeah, he smells like what is it? Turkish coffee, the spice coffee?
Oh.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh my god, that was a visceral reaction.
Lore accurate coughing.
More accurate coffee.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's
I
maize
bathe in
or
it every
cyber.
day to maintain my complexion.
Terrifying.
God.
Alright. Shall we continue?
So we going in?
I didn't see anyone else, but still, we should be on guard as if we had.
Right.
And I immediately go into a solid snake crab walk. Where do you want?
Oh.
The solid snake. The solid snake crab walk.
What the fuck?
Foolish.
Crouch walk, that's what I meant.
Oh,
No, it's the crab walk now. It's fine.
okay. I thought you were doing like the Solid Snake, but doing the spy from TF2 crab walk.
Oh god.
He was-
Fucking-
Oh, that would have been good.
no.
No, I'm just a dumbass.
I mean, come on, don't say that to yourself. I think you're
Never.
right. Okay, fine. Northern Irish bastard.
That's more like it. Thank you.
By a lonely prison wall.
Looks
There's a walls.
Fane is just happy he climbed the fucking thing first try. Alright. Got a -3 to that shit.
That you didn't end up face down, ass up in the
So-
snow.
Exactly.
For a second, I was like, should we just tie him with a rope and pull him up?
Okay.
No.
So
You fucking
here's-
halfling.
Here's what happens. Well, rather, I should ask. You guys are climbing up over the lip, continuing, or are you doing anything else? Any checks or anything?
Oh.
Mm.
Maybe.
Well,
look
now that you
around,
mentioned
see
a
if-
check, let me look through my list.
Yeah.
I mean,
my list.
you said there's no
Yeah.
magic, there's no scent. We didn't
Yeah.
hear people. So
Yeah.
The filigree on the walls, is it clear that it's representative of the previous church that was in place before Church of Mytheria, so the Church of Light?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
I understood all that too. I'm starting to understand
Yes.
Jarzu speak.
Mm,
he's casting
Excellent.
tongues.
if there is no scent, no nothing like that, then I guess we just go forward.
Points at hole in wall.
Well,
Oh boy.
Elsie. Bear.
Elsie, move.
We cannot be stealthy without you crab walking.
Silver Siege playing video games on the side again, I bet.
Again? Uh-oh.
Discord.
Alt tabbed, I see. I'm just
What do you
kidding.
mean again?
I'm just kidding. It's
Alt
just it's a
tabbed,
joke.
I
It's a
see.
prank. It's a prank, bro.
Row, Raggy.
Right, yeah. It's a hole in a
My
wall.
God, Ray. It's like I wasn't dead. I said you just got the achievement. I Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Well, Willie, wait.
When you get in here, give me perception checks.
So now you want checks. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Right, is
do.
it-
Give them to me now.
Those are pretty good checks.
Jeez, since you wanted that bad, here's the natural 20. Yeah, God damn.
Not it, 20.
You see nothing because you're not tall enough.
God damn it.
Small man.
Short king.
All right. In this room, or not room, but in this hall, you can see that lined on the stone walls that are still intact are several murals. The murals depict 7 figures, each at different points of what you presume to be events that are representative of their deeds. The one you are currently looking at is the 7 of them sitting around a round table, discussing with seriousness upon their faces some unknown subject. You will see at the bottom, written in Corvin, still visible, or written in Old Corvin, I should say, which is akin to Elvish, is... Oh, what is it now? The Meeting of Elders.
It's curious that some of the mirrors have stood the test of time so well.
There's likely to be more.
Which way?
I feel like left is the good way to go.
Sure. We'll have to keep an eye on the walls. See if
Right.
any more stand out.
You broke me.
Simon just doing a 180 to stare at the companions is very entertaining to me.
Yeah, he just went, whoa, what are you guys doing down there?
Keeping an eye out for more murals.
As you get to this point, you
Yep.
can see more and more of the walls are broken and shattered in on themselves.
Hut. Hut. Hut.
Hot, 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 hot,
Hut, hut, hut,
hot.
hut.
No.
Get
Damn,
too
they're
far
fast.
ahead.
They're fast.
They're so fast. Oh,
Meat shields, no.
no. Don't stand there.
And
No,
you
no one with a pressure plate.
In this long hallway, you can see that there is a great mural on the right side here. And on it, you can see the same 7 figures from the meeting before in battle with an army of demons.
Huh.
The mural is, artistically speaking, beautiful to look at and has resisted the coiling damage, resisted damage from the elements.
Is there any writing below this one, or is it just like a whole wall of mural?
At the bottom, it states, let's see. Battle for Zero Cost. Zero Cost, excuse me.
Does anybody know where that is? Or what
I have
that is?
no idea.
Let's only look
Zero?
at.
Is the name Cybercost like derived from Dwarvish? Like, is there enough language-wise to presume it's dwarf related?
You have history trained?
No.
I do.
Okay. A history check, me.
History. Please, dice gods, don't fail me now.
So once again, if somebody has an idea and then they don't have the skill for it, then you're like, I have the skill. That person still has to tell you in order for you to have that. You can't just
My
like
bad.
steal their thunder like that.
My bad. My bad.
To be fair, he was the first one to ask, does anyone know what that is? Which is what prompted me to try and figure out if we could derive it.
That's fair, I guess,
Yeah,
but it's just
it's still I have to ask. Yeah, I still have to ask.
it's best that it's. We're just trying to keep things out of meta.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
indeed.
Like I don't
Yeah.
think anybody had a problem with that. It's just that's been happening a lot more than normal lately and across the games. That somebody will have an idea, somebody else will roll based off of that idea, and then they'll just move forward with the success of that idea. And it kind of steals it from the first person just because they didn't have the skill. They still had the idea, so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, my bad.
All good.
Anyway, that is what you see. A grand mural stating the battle for Zyrogost.
Okay. Well.
I'm just gonna grab a rock and draw a penis. Hey.
Wilhelm will just look at him, blink audibly, and just shake his head and move.
Unfucking believable.
Unfreaking believable.
When I meant Church of the Seven, I didn't think they meant 7 inches.
please. Thank you.
Why am I even doing it like this?
Do you guys want me to just move all of you? Do you want me to just do that?
Yeah, if
Thank
we
you.
don't hear anybody, I think the current plan is skim
Yeah,
for
just-
murals. It seems to be what's
Like,
going
unless
on.
something crazy happens, we're just exploring.
All right. The way ahead is caved in.
Hmm.
Caved in. How unfortunate.
I'm sure we could cave in another wall
Well, we could also just walk around.
all the way back.
It's like 100 feet.
Yes,
That's
it's
fine.
not that far.
We go around the right side.
Mazekeen used complain.
It was ineffective.
We can just go back.
I don't have stone shape or pass wall.
I
I do not
not.
want to break rock.
I do not have rock break. Break rock.
I'm an icy boy.
Is there any murals on the other side? On this
Negative.
side?
Negative. There's Process out there.
I don't know. He started
Why-
shimmying away from me when you moved us down and around.
Yay!
If I squint, he's the same height as Wilhelm, so it's okay.
I'm so excited! Yay!
I mean, he's like what, a feet like shorter than me? It's the same.
He's great.
It's all the same.
Okay.
Oh.
You see a mural here. This is an important one. What you find here is what appears to be an old-looking building on the mural. And within it, you can see that there are 7 figures, but they look different than they were before. They look younger, and they look, I guess, less grand. You can see that the 7 of them stand within what appears to be some kind of tomb. And above it, radiating, is a floating crystal of brilliant hues, surging with the power of the rainbow. Beneath it, the plaque says, "The Founding."
The founding of this church, of this belief, of
Strange indeed.
We learn much of colors and the 7. He'll hold his hands up and do quotation marks. If there was an event, a group, even that interacted with such powers. It could be the cause of these disturbances. Or just a symptom of that power being here.
I'm uncertain to exactly what regard.
well, they do have a prism. It seems.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's continue.
How detailed are the people carved onto this mural?
It's artistically, it's pretty impressive. There is detail. Make me a perception check to zoom in.
By alpha is see much.
I'm zooming in.
Enhance.
Frosis covers your eyes, and you look through Frosis's eyes as he zooms in microscopically. I'm a silly man. Silly. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Where is that? Brother, may I have some oats? No, brother. My oats. Tall, skinny one. I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm sorry. Here we go. You can see that within the detail, there is the following. There are 7 individuals that are presented here. One of them appears to be a human woman with what appears to be a short sword and some light armor. Next, there appears to be a half-elf male wearing a merchant's uniform. The next is also an elf who is a male. Fane would recognize that the robes that he is wearing is depicted in Elvish. Specifically, it looks eerily similar to the city heraldry of Cathair na Gloin. Next is a female halfling that looks a little perhaps too tall, maybe a quarterling. That is hiding around the corner. The next that you see is a male half-orc who stands in the center of the room, arms crossed, looking straight forward towards the strange floating crystal. The next, you see a very tall human male wearing splint, concernedly investigating the floating crystal. And then finally, you see a human woman with bright eyes reaching out towards the crystal. She is the closest. And that is what you see.
As he's sort of looking it over, his hand sort of hovering just above the mural, they, at least they're outfitted like an adventuring party. Short swords, light armor, splint. But this one, he'll point at the elf. If you look here, it's a little cropped by how he's standing. But it looks almost like the heraldry of the city of glass. Strange.
It is quite something. The mural is not only beautiful, but these are certainly individuals of significance. You think the elf with the robes is associated with the city, yes?
I would presume so. Like I said, I can't be sure. It's not exact, but it's close enough to bear resemblance.
I believe it would be too close to be a coincidence. Must be tied to its history.
Why would that be engraved on a Church of Light? Church, temple, holy place.
Because they were the first.
This
It does say the founding there, like you said before.
if this represents the founding of a church, I mean, look at the one reaching out ambitiously towards the crystal.
Well, it's to assume then whatever knowledge they were trying to suppress on this continent, this is something they wanted them to know.
Doesn't quite line up with. I'll shake his head. There's more to look at here. I'm confused. Still, let's continue.
Are you confused in character or out of character?
In character.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, I know what you doing is.
I know.
On a never-ending dinner roll.
And a jumbo breakfast roll.
Dude, I have sang that song so
Yeah.
much.
Damn it.
Please slide us around, thank you.
Shimmy, shimmy.
It feels like I keep. Process, come back!
I'm so excited! Okay.
I think it's because he's a quarter of a square. It's like constantly trying to remap him to a corner, so it slides him sometimes.
Yeah. He's
All
so
right.
moist, he's sliding.
When you enter this room, you can see that the area is torn, rocks have been shattered, and a large statue in the center of the room has been exploded from within. Meaning there was something inside of it. It has exploded outwards. The pieces of the statue that yet still remain appear to be that of a winged woman. In the center of the room, however, you will see this. The center of the room, single point of brilliant, shining light. You will see the same crystal depicted on the mural walls. Floating right there in the middle of the room.
Does the crystal depict the crystal here? Is it the one match with the one depicted with actually like that rainbow hues of light?
Yeah.
Be careful, don't step too close to the light.
Well,
So Santi, I would ask that you take a step back.
He looks... Oh! They will step back.
Yeah. Is there exposure radiating from this?
Yes. Prismatic exposure.
Ooh.
colorful. In the as I look at it, under the gaze of the shadowed eye, how does it feel to look at?
Under the gaze of the shattered eye, what you see within the radial colors pouring outwards from this crystal, you see the shadows of several individuals constantly shifting and changing.
Kinda like in at the edge where there were spirits, but less of them now. Yeah, shadows within light. I don't know, you most likely cannot see them, but my eye, it can detect them. I didn't know why or who they are, but must be the ones, some of the ones that previously resided here.
Like worshippers.
So are we getting closer or are we staying in?
Give it a moment.
I don't believe them to be. Maybe they are worshippers, maybe they're not. Do you not have absolute certainty? But from what I can tell, they're more similar to echoes that linger. Maybe they were once beholders of this very light.
Well, if
Could
they
be.
use it to found it, then it has to have some resemblance of power, right? You're gonna go and pick it up?
Don't know.
We should study it
We should.
first.
Yeah. Arcadum, just for reference, even though the lighting effect is going through, is the light from the shard actually going through the walls? Like, can I sneak up to the corner and just get closer?
Sure.
The exposure on it, is it radiating out within all of the light, or is it bundled within the crystal?
It's kind of bundled up together, swirling within the center.
The exposure upon it seems to be contained within the crystal. The light itself is
Indeed.
likely not good, but it shouldn't overrun you.
Does it radiate any specific color or all of them?
All
In the feeling, I
prismatic.
mean, in the energy.
It's prismatic, I assume. So
Yeah, it's all of them.
All of them.
If we're stood upon a ley line, and this was used as a founding principle, it could be an anchor point, perhaps. But it is strange that it's at least seems to have blown that statue apart.
I'm not
It's
sure
just
if it's so
resting here.
much an anchor point as an anomaly. They shouldn't be here, even if we were resting in a ley line.
Considering people already killed each other outside. It would be strange that they just leave this here. Even if they blew up the statue for it, why didn't they just take it?
Now let me close the statue on the floor. What does it seem to represent? Any distinguishable features on it anymore, or is it too far gone?
You would recognize it as a statue of Mytheria. Except the inside has been hollowed out, as if meant to contain something.
The crystal, yeah. I mean, it is a statue of Mytheria after all, but the crystal was clearly meant to be hidden within, contained. I do not know, but
Is there any exposure on the outside of the statue?
No.
A statue of Mytheria, you're right. But this temple, it predates her ascension.
perhaps it does. But what if this is the place where that light of Mytheria first came to be?
Did
then?
any of the people in the mural look like her? Younger?
I will go up to the statue's face. And sort of compare it mentally to the 7 figures on the mural reaching out.
The eyes are what catch you. They look very similar to the one of the woman in the last mural, closest to the crystal.
Yes. The woman closest reaching up towards the crystal. I didn't catch it at first, but if this is of Mytheria, then it must have been her mortal form.
Oh, great. So she was one of the 7.
Not all that surprising, to be fair.
Maybe a closer look.
I'm gonna do.
Hmm. What's Colossus's reaction to this thing?
He's hypnotoading right now.
Hmm. I will set him down on a bench.
They were shown this place because there were meant to be answers here. I mean, the murals depict the story, the founding of the Church of Mytheria for sure, but what of it?
Is there anything engraved on the front of the statue? Or the plinth that the statue would be on?
Where the statue would have been stood, there is something upon its base. It says, Founding Site 6.
It says Founding Site 6.
That is curious. Are there more founding sites?
Oh, there's 7.
Maybe.
It makes sense.
Safe presumption. But if... God, we were just going over the colors with the circle. They spoke of the colors aligning with virtues, vices, ambition mostly.
Ambition, wisdom.
But ambition was 5. Wisdom, red, was 6, correct?
I wouldn't really connect her with that.
Quite. I'm gonna do something. Reaching out but not quite touching the crystal. Just like placing his hand in the vicinity. Does it emanate any sort of sensation in its immediate surrounding?
What do you mean?
Reaching out towards a crystal that is floating precariously in the air.
Oh, you're reaching out towards it?
Yes.
As you reach out towards it, you can definitely feel that there is an energy pulsing off of it. You think something might happen if you touch it. That's the big button.
That's the biggest button.
Well, certainly if I were to touch this thing...
I mean, can we just ask Frosus from some divination?
If you look over at him, both his eyes are swirling rainbows and his mouth is open. He's drooling.
I can try divining, but before I do anything else, if you wish for me to.
We could also try
I think...
touching it at the same time, if you don't want to do it alone.
I would rather risk one person touching it rather than all of us. But how about divination? What do you think on this?
Better be safe.
Divining something prismatic?
You're not sure of it.
That could be dangerous.
And the Wendigo spoke of being unknowing of this. And Woad gave you glimpsing visions. There's a chance that that avenue might not illuminate much. Ironically.
Right.
It is worth a shot, I suppose, but I think we are to make our own decision here.
I mean, I don't think divining and touching it are just like I don't think divining will be as much dangerous as touching it directly.
It's not about the danger, it is about the possibility of learning anything.
Well, in that case, I will try a simple spell first to not waste my capacity. Before he does anything else, he will cast Augury. Specifically, touching the crystal being the cause of action.
Wait, were you asking, or are you doing that?
I'm doing that.
Oh. I see.
Yes.
Oh boy.
As the ambient music is changing.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Caspian, what track are you playing?
I think this means the button has been pushed.
DJ Caspian. Oh, you didn't touch it.
Well,
Well,
We'll see.
are you touching it? That's what I asked, and you said yes. Like,
No,
I'm
he's
casting
casting
Augury.
Augury.
He cast an
oh,
augury.
sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
if I can't get a reading, then I'm touching it, but I'm casting Augury first.
Okay. All right.
We're glad we got that.
Yeah, because it was like the button has. Arcadum doesn't change music unless a button has been touched or something changed.
All right.
The course of action is touching the crystal for the Augury spell, specifically for the description of that spell. But if I get an inconclusive answer or no answer at all, then I'm touching it.
Wheel and woe.
Okay. I said I was gonna do it, so I'll do it. Its answer is inconclusive, so I will touch the crystal.
Okay.
There you go, now I passed it.
Now
I hope you go to 3 strength.
Oh my god, no.
I'll try my best, okay? I'll try.
So do you just cast the spell and wordlessly reach up and touch it?
Specifically, he said that he's going to attempt it, but if nothing happens, he's going to touch it.
You got the fuck yeah. Awaken your Mongyeko Sharingan, buddy. Spiritually.
Oh.
I mean, so who's gonna die for him to awaken it?
Me.
Who's
I
being the
already lost my
sacrifice?
strength.
You are my friend.
You are my friend. You know, good and bad. I don't mind. That's fine. You know.
Look, as long as there's some good in there.
I mean, I got Wheel and Woe, so there's some good in there. Who knows?
So do I.
I was about to make that joke.
All right, Caspian.
But I didn't want to. Yep.
You reach out towards the crystal. Let me know if you hear the music.
Yeah. I hear it.
As you place your hand over the crystal, something unexpected begins to happen. The warmth and the colors surge upwards through your arm. Your shattered eye begins to twist, and then you begin to see. Around you, You see visions, flashes of the 7 before. Of those of the 7 of Corvanus. 7 foundings. 7 instances of falling stars. 7 happenings. 7 flukes. 7 systemic anomalies before the Mad Wizard's plan. And then, all at once, one by one, the 7 become clearer, easier to see. Their outlines no longer vested shadows, but something more. People, just like you and your companions. Just like those that have come before, and those yet still to arrive. Within them, of the 7, you see the following. The first, bearing the mark of the indigo. You see a human woman and gladiatorial male. Her name flashes through your mind. Gwyneth Guildfire. The second, half-elf male in a merchant's garb, but a smiling face. His name flashes before your mind. Salutarius Saphira. The third, a flash of green. A mage of elven descent. The man stands before you, before a grand blueprint behind him. The Fair Nagloin. And there, his name flashes, swirling before you. Esoterio Lafette. The next that you see, a quarterling female, moving through the shadows, standing atop a mound of bodies. Yellow light flashing beyond her eyes. Her name appears before you. Isola Vast. The next that you see is a half-orc man standing upon the wastes, overlooking the broken demons before him. He lifts his black hand, etched with corrupted power, as an orange flash of light descends upon his enemies. His name flashes before your mind. Zyra of the Hand. The next, the endless white to the north. A knight walks. He stares forward with his human eyes as snow falls upon his shining plate, melting upon contact. He lifts his great sword into the air and leads his people to a greater future. And his name, Logan Morningsun. And then, before you, faint flash of violet. See a loving family, a terrible loss, and standing upon the edge of a harsher destiny, human woman, and within her name flashes in your mind, Janice Mytheria Trueheart. And in that moment of peace, as she stares down into an abyss, you hear it softly at first. Voices begin to rise. All around them, they add their symphony. You see the 7 begin to coalesce before your shattered eye. Each one grasping at a moment, grasping at a destiny. Confines of the red threads of fate, weaving their tapestry ever brighter. And then you see it for what it is, the anomaly, what the seven truly are. A force of resistance against the plans of greater beings. An exception to a tyrannous rule. A focus of chaos heartless. The confines within itself of which good and evil may yet be defined. The soul of its many facets and ever-brilliant colors, painting the world with meaning and story. And then you feel it, welling up within you. Power. The power of the prism, as given to those that walk the path of the seven. Ever past, ever forward, cyclical, required, broken and fixed. Such is the engine that drives such a thing. The world depends upon this pulse. For wherever there is a broken path and a shattered future, so there must be the seven. Always. You see it unveil before you. The different pieces of Corvinus. Each of the different regions despite your foreigner eyes. Each one falling into place. Each one twisting in their own fate towards a singular point of convergence. The time is nigh. The time is soon. And as you step forward, around you are your friends. Together, you step forward. As shadows turning to light. The vision ends.
Okay.
What is it the rest of us see as he is grasping the crystal?
You see all that.
All of it?
Yeah, it's just filtered through
Oh,
his
God.
eye.
Oh! Sheesh. Sorry. I was very much expecting that to be a...
Yeah.
hmm
Is
A
the crystal
one-man
within
view.
his hand now?
No. It is floating, pouring color into the air, as if it is waiting for something.
We can take it.
Don't.
That was
Also-
so
Also, still got
good.
it.
Yeah, the voices going
Yeah.
up got me. They got me. Alright.
It's like, I do the same thing every time, but it's so great.
It
Good
just
boy.
hits.
It's still really well done, man.
Thanks, guys.
Still the Fane will just kind of shake his head.
There's no point in waiting further.
Do we take it with us?
Yes.
We can't leave it here.
We were sent here for a reason, and he looks around. This is the only thing I can see here that will make sense.
I believe that leaving it here would be unwise. I didn't know how long it remained undetected, but well, can it be maybe moved? He sort of reaches forward and sees if the crystal is capable of even being moved from there.
I'll reach with him.
I will also reach.
Same.
I don't think I can reach, but I will try.
tippy toes.
Oh man.
Someone give him a piece.
Group touch.
Okay, no.
That's completed. I'll
This is a
reach
rock.
it as well.
No, this is a rock. Jumps on the rock.
Okay.
Everyone touches it.
As each of you reach towards it, you will see that there is one spot that is missing.
Frog. I don't know. Okay.
And then the crystal begins to thrum. For there are 6, an insufficient number. The prism begins to burn bright. Caspian, to your shattered eye, you begin to see shifting colors and strange meanings until finally it becomes clear. To learn of the prismatic reminders, you must understand the colors. And to understand them, you must walk the path of the 7. But the numerology is improper, for there are not but 6. And so the prism must test your strength. It shatters into 7 pieces that fill the room. Within your mind, Caspian, you see a prismatic hourglass begin to tick down. The colors manifest into the room. All right. You have mere moments to prepare yourselves.
Right.
I'll hide behind Nefaria's broken head.
Of course.
What? 24.
Form up. A test approaches.
Oh boy.
Be careful. It's manifesting.
I've never wanted Weaver here more than right now.
What do you think it would be? A fight? A test of wits?
It was
Both.
certainly a trial.
A combination of all that, probably.
Hmm.
And if it's those colors that are testing us, then nothing is out of the realm of possibilities.
Hmm.
A test of worth, perhaps.
The number of us is insufficient. There must be a test. Unfortunately, time does not permit us to seek aid.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Making sure everything's working here. Give me a second. Okay. Fuck, I just realized.
Time to slam.
Time.
You were inside my eardrum.
Time to
Time to die.
What if they just want to talk?
Was it the left eardrum?
What if the test is do not fight?
Test is
Yeah,
just
what-
stand there and
what
die.
if it was that? That'd be cool. Right?
Yeah, that would be crazy, right?
It's not that.
God damn it! Look, I tried.
But I will tell you, it's fucking awesome.
I'll take that. Okay, I'll take fucking awesome.
I like because those auntie, someone familiar with like the Seven and all that shit, sees this and is like, man,
I don't
this
want
is
to be here
cool.
anymore.
He's just open mouthed agape. Amelia is freaking
Yep.
out. Alrighty, guys. Here in the ruined temple of the first church, amongst the shattered container of one of the founding prisms, you can see 7 manifested colors appear before you. Test your worthiness. And here we go. Oh, I have to fix their names. Hold on. Knew I something. Yeah. Well, some of the colors obvious. I want to make sure that I can differentiate some of them. All right. Here we go. You guys see this. All right, go through them one at a time. First, you see the prismatic apparent of the indigo.
Cool.
Next, you see the prismatic apparent of the blue. Next, you see the prismatic apparent of the green. The prismatic apparent of yellow. Prismatic apparent of the orange. Prismatic apparent of the red. and the prismatic apparent of the violet.
Is that a bow or a harp in her other hand? Or am I just seeing shapes differently?
It's a shield. I think it's a shield.
Is it a shield?
'Cause-
It is
Yeah,
a
'cause
shield.
You can see the
Yeah,
light
yeah.
out of it.
The lines
Sweet
look
shield.
quite strange to me.
Yeah.
Soon I shall reveal Betharia's full art.
Soon.
Just the left half.
Just wait. Oh, I was trying to see if this is the left half or not, and I was like, no, it's the right. God damn it.
Okay. Oh boy. Here I go shitting again.
Mm.
Foundings, oh. Let's see. Let's see here. There is
Redemption.
one thing that I do get to, guys, and that is the red does look a little bit different than the others. Most notably, the red seems to be a little bit more in focus, and you also see that the red is wearing a crown that seems to emanate frost. You can see that there is a jewel placed within it that gives off the same energy that the prism did.
Ah.
Is the crown frozen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, quite so.
Ah, Catch the Flag, my favorite game. Oh boy, here we go.
I do 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did the red twice? Yellow, orange, then red. I'm prepping a combat document if this is combat.
Oh,
Damn, I knew it. The 7 are the bad guys.
What?
I. God damn it.
Two seconds, guys.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so anyway, sorry, I just had stopped somebody there. Okay, so here's what's going on. Let's go over the combat traits because there's a lot of them, and we'll start fresh into the fight next time.
Yep.
So let's go over the
Mhm.
traits though. Oh boy, my favorite. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Art thou prepared?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The prismatic apparent trial has the following. It has the merciful trait, the synergy trait, the deadly trait, the hexer trait, the recovery trait, and the prismatic trait. I'll go through what all that means. The merciful trait is a trait that states that these creatures will not attempt to kill you, only to defeat you. That much, that is in fact the case in this regard. However, there is still a punishment that if your party is defeated, while they may not be killed, they will fail the trial, which means that its rewards, its secrets, and its destiny will be denied to them. Synergy means that these creatures are synergistic and work together. This is a higher form of cunning. It means you're fighting another adventuring party. That's essentially what it is. Deadly means that they deal more damage than normal creatures of this level. Hexer means that they have lockdown effects that can prevent action economy and stuff like that. Recovery means that they have the ability to recover HP that is higher than normal creatures of their level.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, they have the prismatic trait. Prismatic trait means that they can use the power of the colors, and each one of them are different and have a different application. It should be noted that prismatic powers can have any trait of any villain, which means that they might have combo, they might have destroyer. It's dependent upon the specific color. Oakley dokley. Everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Alright, so those are the traits. A word of advice that I offer to this fight. When you do your martial checks, I would suggest that you start with the prismatic power that each of them have. That's probably what you should marshal first.
Okay, okay.
Because, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that needs to be asked then. With how marshals work, I assume it needs to be a martial character martial tricking the prismatic power they have.
No.
Okay. That's fine then. Good.
That can be
Excellent.
that can be martial checked by anybody. It's important information.
Yeah.
Also, Radio's in chat. He says okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Buddy, if you were here, we wouldn't have to fight this shit. We'd have 7.
Yeah.
I hope you know.
True. That's true. Congratulations on becoming a Marine, though. Good job.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Big props to Radio Man.
Big pronks. All right. That's where I'll call the session. I know it's a little early, but I think it's better we go into the fight fresh and not stop in the middle of it, because this one's going to be doozy.
Can we roll up initiative?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, just to strategize.
Please roll initiative.
Sure thing.
Look at all these dudes. Green fucking Elminster looking ass.
Oh, stinky.
Fucking orange rolled a 1.
Well, 3 of them going before us does not bode very well. Just putting it out there, you know. Maybe we roll initiative next time.
Yeah, can we roll initiative?
I mean, can we like you know?
What about second initiative? Oh my god, I need to fix my shit. Look at this big bear. Yeah, half my token covered. Look at this shit.
Why is the bar back on?
What is this? I'll fix it. I'll fix it off stream. It's okay.
All right. Good stuff, guys. We'll pick it up next time. Thanks for
Yeah,
watching,
sounds
everybody. Let's see if we've got any fan art.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I don't see it.
Why not?
It's
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
No one loves us anymore.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We fell off.
Otherwise,
We took a break and fell off. It's crazy.
We're sorry, guys.
Yeah, I took a break for a month and I lost everything. That's why.
I'm still here.
Thank you. by everything, I don't mean that much, really.
I know.
You're nothing.
No, I mean,
You are nothing. You are nothing. Nothing.
Nothing. Your
Oh.
impact doesn't matter here.
I'm still standing.
All right, good stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. I will see you guys in
An hour and a half.
Was it 2 hours? An hour and a half?
2 hours. Also, I
Well,
fixed my token.
2 hours.
I no longer look ugly.
I'll see you guys again in 2 hours for Gates and Guardians.
Ooh.
Hugs
The impossible path.
The impossible path. Thank you for the. Don't forget that one. The impossible path. The impossible path. All right. I'll see you guys then. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.